Could it be that the world today has been completely duped about what causes disease? I know someone might be saying, wait, you keep on giving us mind-boggling things. I thought it's obvious right away from childhood that disease is caused by viruses, bacteria, or protozoa only. As the old saying goes, learning never ends. Alright guys, welcome to our YouTube channel where we give you the best health information that isn't common out there. If you're just checking in for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell icon to be updated about our upcoming videos. Today, disease is currently attributed to many things and understood differently. In the modern society now, disease is believed to be caused by different disease-causing organisms such as viruses, bacteria, and protozoa. That is why many pharmacists and chemists are set up, with different antibiotics and antivirals. Unfortunately, the trend is changing remarkably. The greatest threat now is, all about what is termed as lifestyle diseases. Could it be that by the way we live nowadays, we are actually exposing ourselves to different lifestyle diseases in the way we eat, the way we drink, work, and dress? We shall find out shortly. But before we proceed, I would like to ask this question. Is disease good or, it's a curse? Now, your answer will depend on how you perceive disease. And too many of this present era take disease as a curse. Thus, the way of managing disease is by suppressing it and not reversing it. We are going to see the meaning of these two terms as we define disease. Many of the definitions of disease are a little bit shallow today, but we are going to simplify them and we are going to come up with a rather explicit definition of disease. Now, when you read a wonderful book called Ministry of Healing, page 12, paragraph 1, listen. Disease is an effort of nature to free the system from conditions that result from a violation of the laws of health. In other words, the one and only cause of disease is the accumulation of toxic foreign substances in the body. So, the effort of the body to get rid of these poisons, produces fever, swelling, pain, and various other symptoms. So, when these attempts become noticeable in a particular part of the body, the organ or body part is regarded as diseased. In fact, acute disease is merely a manifestation of natural healing processes in the body. We may choose to give various names to disease, but it is clear that no matter what disease you're having, it's either the accumulation of toxins in the body or a violation of the laws of health, which we are going to see later on in our upcoming videos. So, how about the belief that, most people hold today that, every cause of disease is perhaps as a result of a virus, bacterium, or fungus? You see, when you look at one of the writings of Dr. Herbert Shelton, he actually said that bacteria do not cause disease, but on the contrary, it is only in disease and toxic surroundings that they carry on their noxious activities. Some are saying, wow, this is very, very new to me. I've never seen it. Yes, it is only when our improper ways, engender poisonous environment that bacteria can invent them to consume the poison and then remove them from the body. Also, several bacteriologists have supported these assertions. Actually, there is a famous British bacteriologist called Sir Richard Powell. He actually discovered many years ago that tetanus and gas gangrene germs lost their virulence when they were isolated from the diseased tissues. So, the toxic nature of bacteria is dependent on the toxic environment. It's only the accumulation of poisons in the body that provokes the virulence. So, numerous investigations today have shown that the supposedly dangerous bacteria don't cause disease. Someone is saying, wow, you have actually blown up my mind. Yes, there is actually a doctor in Australia called Dr. Hunter. He also pointed to the same conclusion in his experiments, that bacteria actually do not directly cause disease. In his experiment, each of the subjects was given water containing 50,000 germs of diphtheria. No effect was observed after the lapse of several days. In the next experiment, each was given 150,000 diphtheria germs in milk. Nothing happened to the subjects. In the third experiment, 1,000,000 germs of diphtheria were given to each subject in food. There was no effect. In the fourth experiment, millions of these germs were applied to the tonsils, the underside of the tongue, of course, and the mucous membrane of the nose. Even after this, no symptom of the disease could be observed. Similar experiments were tried with pneumonia and typhoid germs. In not a single instance could the germ produce the disease. So, the whole gist of the above discussion is that we should not attribute disease to germs. It is impossible to keep germs away from our bodies. Actually, it has been found out that 14,000 germs of tuberculosis, diphtheria, typhoid, cholera, and others enter the body of each and every one of us every hour through water, food, and the air we breathe in. So, why, friends, we really need to be very, very, very careful. So, it's obvious that if conditions in the body are not favorable for the growth and proliferation of these bacteria, they can't cause disease. That is why it was sad to reflect that Louis Pasteur, who believed that bacteria was the sole cause of disease, and who considered diet, exercise as of secondary importance, became the victim of hypertension, cerebral bleeding, and paralysis in his middle age. The world today has been duped. Alright, don't miss our next exciting videos as we keep on dealing with many exciting things in the area of health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell icon.